We are at Greyhound Field. I didn't have my microphone all ready to go, guys. Greyhound Field, and it's Newport and Rivercrest in a crucial conference football game, and a conference game that's going to have a lot of playoff implications. Newport, a football team that came off a great victory last week against Corning, come into the ball game 2-2 in conference. Rivercrest, obviously 5-0 because they're 7-0 overall. It should be a dandy of a contest. First of all, welcome to my crew, Dan Klepechka, Ben Black. We want to welcome Brian Prince. We want to welcome my good friend Hayden Schultz. Guys, let's talk a little bit first of all about what we should expect in this football game tonight.
Well, speed is the thing Brian talked about earlier on the Mark Martin thing. He said speed, and it's going to be speed on both sides of the field. The thing that's going to determine this game is who's going to win the line of scrimmage on both sides. They run that power formation and try to run it down your throat, and then they'll come in with some reverses and the speed. You'll see that. And I just want to see the offense and defensive line get after it. I thought we did a great job last week. I mean, we expected that against Corning, but I thought we got after it and we settled down, and I think we're going to win tonight.
I think where it's going to be set is, like you said, the line. On the defense, we have to spread this, make them spread it out all the way across the field. And the more we spread it out, and the more we can get help speed-wise. And the number one thing, in my opinion, is we cannot arm tackle these guys here, because number 3 and number 7 are going to lace it up and bring it, and they're not guys that you're going to get down with arm tackling.
And you can see in the center of the field the Greyhounds have won the toss and have elected to receive. And the pregame show is brought to you by the lead sponsor, White River Medical Center in the Medical Complex Newport. Physical therapy is now available at WRMC Medical Complex Newport. Hunter Finney is the physical therapist and will work with patients one-on-one in the WRMC Medical Complex to help them maximize independence. She offers a wide variety of specialized techniques, including techniques that help with movement in the arms and legs after surgery or an injury, and about issues with vertigo, balance, Parkinson's disease. For more information about physical therapy at the WRMC Medical Complex Newport, call 870-262-1271. We're a couple of minutes away from kickoff, and you can see our big balloon, our big N and the helmet in the end zone. Here come the Newport Greyhounds. A lot of folks dressed in pink. Of course, this is October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of our kids will have pink armbands and pink socks, so on and so forth. This Rivercrest football team is for real, Hayden. They're very, very good.
Absolutely, and like we said earlier, you got to win at the line of scrimmage. And we were talking about it earlier. This home crowd's going to have to play an advantage tonight because we have not lost a home game in 2 years. I don't want to jinx it, but I think the boys are ready. We saw some good things at Corning, and hopefully we'll come out and execute tonight.
Arkansas Steel Associates and pregame show. Company founded in 1989, based in Newport, Arkansas. Arkansas Steel Associates, LLC. Just a great, great community supporter, and always helping with our broadcast here on Cable Channel 15 TV in the pregame show. You're going to hear the band back and forth. Brian Prince, we're just about ready to go. It ought to be an outstanding football game.
I mean, this is what it's all about. We're in the meat of their schedule. They're in the meat of their schedule. This is where, the playoffs start shaping up tonight, next Friday night for sure, and you got to finish up 3 weeks from tonight. And we have to keep winning.
Well, I think it's so important for Newport to get off to a fast start. I think whichever team gets off to a fast start here has a tremendous advantage in this football game. Just from a momentum standpoint, Newport has been knocked in the nose a couple of times this year at Hoxie and at Piggott. And as Hayden mentions, we're okay here at home. And let's just knock these guys right in the nose one time and see what happens early. We're just about ready to go, and the kickoff is brought to you by Harris Ford. You make sure the kickoff your fall with great savings on F-Series pickup trucks. Harris Ford, their new location out on the highway. We're excited about those guys bringing you the kickoff each and every kickoff during the football game. Of course, we'll have the Bratcher Real Estate touchdowns, and I hope we're calling her name a lot like we did last week. And into the football game, the Coaches Show brought to you by Subway and the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game. And at halftime, don't forget about the Scott Wood Ram Truck Center halftime show. It comes up at the conclusion of the second quarter. Some discussion going on right now, maybe waiting for some reason. Don't know why we're waiting. We're just about ready to go. Newport and Rivercrest, what a game we had up there last year. This should be a dandy of a football game with the play-by-play, our play-by-play guy, Hayden Schultz.
44 for the Colts is going to kick it off. Kicking it deep. Tydrell Fryer at the 20-yard line. Tydrell looking for somewhere to go. Tydrell getting outside. Tydrell still on his feet. Tydrell Fryer still moving. Tydrell Fryer, great return right there.
A lot of effort in that running back. You know, he let his blockers kind of get up there in front of him, and he was kind of, you know, picking and choosing what direction he wanted to go.
They finally get him down at the 42-yard line. And like last week, we elect to receive. Normally, Coach Hinsley's a defensive-minded, likes to get the ball at second half, and we're going to try this again because we went out to a great start last week.
They give us a favorable spot at the 43.
Cash Forrester at your quarterback and Joe Brodus at the tailback. Try to go dead play. Zaywin Smith, O'Shea Pruitt out there at receiver. Also Julius Clark and Garrett Body. O'Shea in motion. Guess we didn't hear the snap. It's going to be a false start on us. On the Hounds.
Well, Osceola lined up in a defense, and they moved a safety man up, then they moved a corner guy up, kind of like an outside linebacker, and it caused Newport to change the play at the line of scrimmage, and we just got, when O'Shea went in motion, we just got a little antsy on the other side over there and cost you 5, and, well, you certainly don't like the pre-snap penalties.
1st and 15 with the ball on the 38-yard line for the Greyhounds. There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus going to get to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Just didn't get the push out of the offensive line that we wanted.
Alex Emery, Xavier Foster, Zane Watkins, Dalton Phillips, and Connor Prince.
I think it is so important that Cash Forrester carry the football 4 or 5 times tonight.
There's the snap. Cash going to look. They're going to call it incomplete. Thought O'Shea had that right there.
Went up and made a great catch, I thought.
That corner over there, number 2, I think he just got his hands in there and knocked it away from him last second. Great defensive play right there for the Colts.
3rd and 13 for the Hounds. 11:15 to go here in the opening quarter. Greyhounds with their first possession of the night.
And Monquell Cox checking into the ball game for Joe Brodus at tailback. There's a snap. Cash dropping back, looking to pass. Going to throw the screen the other side, and Monquell Cox has got room. 1st down and more. Right there, I love the play call, John Bradley.
Just a great play call. I mean, jailbreak, they came at Cash. Cash stood in there, delivered the ball down to the Rivercrest 35-yard line. Backed it up to the 37. Great play call.
I like it. I love it.
And tremendous execution. We had 3 blockers out there and just room to run.
Monquell still going to stay at the tailback. There's the snap. Trying to get outside's Monquell. Monquell hit. Pick up a few on the play.
We'll give him about 3. That was a very, very important 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Absolutely.
Didn't want to give it away just that fast.
Make it 2nd and 6 on the play. Going to give him 4 on the last play. There's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Throws it to Zaywin Smith. Zaywin tight roping on the sideline and going to get the 1st down.
Yeah, just great pitch and catch right there.
Zaywin Smith going to get some reps tonight.
Well, we need some of the other guys that are on the perimeter to be able to catch the football for the Hounds to be effective. Well, what a throw by Cash Forrester. Just a great catch there. 10:15 to play. 1st quarter, no score, obviously. Opening drive for the Hounds.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Ball on the 25-yard line. And there's the snap. Just a counter play to the left. Monquell still on his feet. Monquell Cox. He's so elusive and does a great job staying on his feet. It's a different thing from Joe Brodus. He just wants to run you over, and then a guy that just bounces off of you and keep his balance.
2nd, 3rd effort got him there.
Absolutely.
That was a well-earned 3 yards.
And Joe Brodus going to check back into the ball game.
2nd and 7 here. Each play is big in this football game.
There's a snap. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus has got, Joe Brodus just slips on his own feet. Right there, Dalton Phillips and O'Shea Pruitt leading out there, and they were going to get a hat on a hat right there. Joe Brodus just loses footing.
Just like he was on ice. I mean, just his heels was out from underneath him. 9:23 to go here, opening quarter. Greyhounds with their first drive of the night.
3rd and 2 for the Greyhounds. The ball on the 17-yard line. Joe Brodus still in the ball game at the tailback. Here's the snap. Joe Brodus still on his feet.
Just a great effort.
He was hit 2 yards in the backfield, and he's going to pick up 5.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, that's Joe Brodus.
That's his. Probably one of the louder visiting bands we've had here this year. They're playing with authority. Just under 9 minutes to go. Opening quarter.
Now 1st and 10 with the ball on the 12-yard line for the Hounds.
I think they have the band, and I think they have some recordings of the band.
There's a snap. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man wide open. Julius Clark, touchdown, Greyhounds.
What a great opening drive for the Greyhounds.
Just the same route right there. Usually when we get inside the 20, we just like to run smash mouth football, and that's something we got to do against a team that's expecting something. You got to do something a little different.
Absolutely. Great point, Hayden. When the expectation is to run the football right there, the expectation is what you always do in that situation. Well, we didn't do it that time. We overruled them.
That's something we hadn't done much of all year, and that's use the center of the field.
Rolando Noguez, extra point is good. The Greyhounds have covered some real estate to get another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. Check out their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Hey, that is what you call smash mouth football. Cash Forster putting it where he needs to throw it on several different occasions right there, taking the opening drive, going the distance, and getting the early lead.
The play of the game was the 3rd and 13 screen call. That just set the tone for the rest of the drive.
Sam's Diner, the bright yellow building down on 2nd Street. Folks, you want some great lunch, you can call in your order. You can come dine in with us. Open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Breakfast served from 7 to 10:30. Hot, made-to-order, traditional breakfast menus, including breakfast sandwiches, eggs, bacon, you name it, all the traditional stuff. And then plate lunches Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at Sam's Diner in Newport. Another Harris Ford kickoff coming up. Visit harris-ford.com to see the selection of all the new and used inventory at Harris Ford. Guys, 8:33, and excited to, it took us a long time to get 7 against Pickett, and that's all we got that night. This may be one of those shootout games where we get 40 maybe. I hope we do.
Rolando Noguez is going to kick off for your Greyhounds. There's the kick, going to be a sky kick. Right around the 20-yard line, he's going to try to cross field. He slipped. And Julius Clark finished him right there. Great job, Julius, and the kickoff team to get down there.
Just a great tackle.
And last week, the number of times we kicked off, balls at 35, 35, 40, 35, 30, 35, 40. Now you start at the 26. You don't really think of it as only 10 yards, but that's big right there. Field position is a big key in this game.
Their numbers 3, 7, and 1 are their guys.
There's a snap. They're going to throw a flag. Looks like it's going to be offsides on the Hounds. That's what he signals. No, false start on the Colts.
He did signal offsides, and the only offsides it could be would be on, I guess. I guess the other guy can line up offsides.
Well, when the one on the far side put his hands on his hips.
Right.
That,
indication defensive. But anyway, they backed those guys up 5.
So they're starting out just like we did.
1st and 15 with the ball on the 21.
First down jitters.
We'll be looking for a Newport Auto Body Collision of the Week throughout the contest.
There's a man in motion, just going to be a toss play, looking for somewhere to go. O'Shea Pruitt is going to wrap him up and bring him down.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag. Bash brothers, both of them got a hold of him.
Right in the vicinity of where holding usually is.
Yeah, there's no doubt the Hounds.
Oh.
Ooh. What was the call?
Face mask.
Okay. It's going to be unintentional, so it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Still a great defensive effort. 8:22 to go here, opening quarter. Greyhounds 7-0, scored on their opening drive.
Still remains first down here because of the penalty.
Man in motion, just a toss play again to 4. O'Shea Pruitt got his paws on him, and then here comes something we ain't said in a little while. Orange Swarm.
Yeah, I think
I mean, last week it wasn't really an Orange Swarm. I mean, hats off to Corning. They did what they could, but they were just outmanned and outmatched last week.
Puts them in a 2nd and 9 on their own 27.
Come on, defense, come on.
And motion fake, and here comes that underneath handoff.
Going to bring up a big 3rd down.
Tremendous job of staying home on the backside with the man in motion, going to the top of the screen, and then pulling the backside guard and tackle. 4 substitutes come in now.
And Luke Samiego, who hadn't been playing a lot on defense, right there is the guy who stayed at home. Luke, Alex Emery, Dalton Phillips, and Zane Watkins holding down the defensive line. Big 3rd down. Try to go all sides play. Hounds don't fall for it. Big 3rd and 6. Come on, Hounds.
Delay a game.
Here we go.
Delay of game on Rivercrest. That's big.
3rd and 11 coming up now. You hear Randy C. across the way. What a job my former tag team partner does on the PA system for the Hounds.
And does a great job.
Yes, he does.
There's the fake handoff. Quarterback going to try to keep it outside. That man right there is fast, and he's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's 34, and it will be short.
So now a decision for Rivercrest. They're going to be a couple of yards short. 4th down. And here's the deal. If you could hold here, they're going to punt. And I like what they're going to do right here because their coach is thinking, if you get stopped right here, provided they don't fake one, if you get stopped right here and Newport scores again, then these guys may be in big trouble.
And you never know for a fake right here, David. I mean,
that's right. You got to look.
It's a big ball game.
Oh, yeah, they're.
Look here, they're acting like they're going to line up and they're going to kick the ball. Something's coming up, and you can kick it off a tee like that, just like a punt.
Delay of game
again. Delay of game again. They will call it delay of game. I saw Zach Hoyt over there trying to get in the ref's ear. That's the trainer right there getting in them. They get 4th and 7. And the Colts fans are not pleased with the coach not getting the play in 2 times in a row.
Well, actually, they had it in. They were waiting on the kicker to get out there, and he was just so late before he went out there. They were all set up. You hardly ever see this. I saw this earlier in the year. Valley View did this to kick off a tee, just like an extra point.
You don't kick with the same shoe.
And it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they'll mark it. 32-yard line.
Thanks to a couple penalties, the Hound defense does exactly what they have to do their opening possession. 6:29 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds coming back out. And the football game brought to you by White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 North, providing in-home care health services, bathing, meal prep, light housekeeping, and transportation. Give them a call at 523-4982 if you need their services. Ben Black's Used Cars and Ben Black's Lawn Care, Leaf Removal, and Haul Off. Give him a call if you need a little help with your leaves at 512-8429.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. The ball on the 32. 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus, tough running Joe Brodus.
Just putting his head down and turning them legs. Got a little crease in behind the offensive line there.
2nd and 6 for the Hounds. And I'm going to go back to the sky kick and the kickoff team getting down there. If we give them the ball at the 35 and 40-yard line like we did last week, we got the ball inside the 20-yard line, and that sets up a whole different scheme for your offense.
There we go.
Offsides play, and they're going to get them.
You know, I don't know. I've seen, that's 3 people that have slid down. I haven't seen that all year.
Well, the only thing that I might think of is the coolness in the air. It might be some dampness on the field, possibly.
Or are they taped up underneath their cleats? Or it's just slick on their heels.
Rivercrest slipped twice, and then Joe Brodus, I think, was just going too fast, and they're not used to the AstroTurf that we have. They play on grass, so that might play a factor. There's the snap. Joe Brodus hitting the backfield. Going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah, we had 2nd down and very short, about a foot.
Now we're going to be 3rd and 3.
5:30, clock moving, first quarter, 7-0 in favor of the Greyhound. SkyCap and their WhisperNet internet for $19.99. Computer repair, cell phone repair. You drop your cell phone, you need the broken glass repaired. SkyCap in the Village Mall, 870-201-1511.
3rd and 3 with the ball on the 39-yard line for the Hounds. No dead play there again. Looks like Rivercrest going to bring some pressure. A bunch look over here to the right. Cash going to roll out to his right. He's got a man. O'Shea Pruitt, first down. Great catch right there for O'Shea Pruitt.
I mean, that was a good play call. Cash did exactly what he did. He cleared out, got him room to throw. I mean, you just, and O'Shea made the catch.
They'll mark it at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds.
Another big 3rd down pickup. That's each of the 2 series so far. Big 3rd down pickups.
I like how the offense is keeping you guessing. You never know what's coming. O'Shea motion. Here's the snap. Trying to get Joe Brodus outside.
Oh, great block.
Julius Clark. We talked about it last week, David. Does offense get the Newport Auto Body Collision of the Week? Because that's got to be in the clubhouse.
I would agree with you right there, my friend. Julius Clark is in.
You just see it. I mean, you've seen it developing and coming.
It's on the west side of the Newport stands.
What a job of scouting, and even scouting not only this year's film, but last year's film. John Bradley and his offensive staff. You know, that number 1, he made 19 tackles against us last year coming from a safety position. He's really kind of an inside linebacker is what he is.
2nd and 11 for the Hounds. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man. That's going to be a catch, and they're going to slam him down. Great catch right there. Garrett Body. 3rd and 4 for the Hounds now.
A lot more attainable 3rd down. Good throw, good catch. 3:37 to go, opening quarter. Hounds up 7-0 over the Rivercrest Colts.
Big 3rd down right here. And we jump off sides. You don't want to see that.
3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. Hounds have converted both of their 3rd down conversions here in the first quarter. 3:20 to play. Rivercrest will bring some heat right here. They have a 3-man front with 4 possible 2 defensive ends now, so it's a 5-man front with 2 linebackers.
Cash looking to pass. He's going to throw. He's got
wide
Julius
open.
Clark wide open. Julius Clark inside the 10. There it is again. Julius Clark just running the seam route, and the safeties are so concerned about stopping Joe Brodus in the run. He just gets out, and he's open.
Well, that's just coaching there. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and that you could tell they have ran that play this week. It was a timing play. He threw the ball before he was ever, detached from his defender.
Cash Forrester is on fire.
He's money.
Money, Cash Money Forrester.
1st and 10. with the ball at the 8, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Greyhounds. And there's the snap. I like the misdirection right there, touchdown.
Wow, what a play.
Here's what the misdirection does. It makes them honor the guy going in motion. It makes them honor the fake. So they vacate a position right there, and Joe Brodus hits it right up in there, and that's what you call good offensive football.
Hey, 8 yards untouched. I mean, he went up the gut untouched. Congratulate our offensive lineman right there.
The Greyhounds covered some more real estate. Go see Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young at 732 Malcolm in Newport to acquire your real estate at 870-523-5100. Rolando Noguez for the extra point. It is up and it is good.
2:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Your Hounds are up 14-0 on undefeated Rivercrest Colts.
You put the man in motion, and you don't ever have to hand the ball off to him, but it makes them vacate a spot and honor that particular guy going in motion like that. I love the play call. Dr. Jeff Angel, orthopedic surgeon at Medical Park Orthopedic Clinic up in Batesville, and also has a clinic here in Newport. And if you need information on a great orthopedist, call 870-793-2371 to find out how to schedule an appointment right here in Newport with Dr. Angel. Robert Turner, 2802 Stegall Road, financial advisor for Edward Jones. Investors saving for retirement, you're a retiree, you're saving for college, individual with insurance needs, individual with estate needs. Robert Turner, number 62 in your program, number 1 in your yard. Former Greyhound Robert Turner invested in the community. And Farmers Tire Mart, tires for cars, trucks, trailers, tractors, ATVs, lawnmowers, you name it, they've got it. And do light to moderate heavy automobile service, including they'll fix flash, change oil, tire rotations, front end work, brakes, front and rear, and a mobile service available at 1501 Malcolm. Give them a call and schedule an appointment at 6735.
Another Harris Ford kickoff where they'd like to have you at Harris Ford. It's going to be fielded at the 30. He's going to get it right around the 40-yard line.
We missed our initial tackle, and that's what allowed him to get up to the 40. Had one tripping over the tee out there. 2:29 to go, opening quarter. Your Hounds up 14-0.
Ball going to be at the 41-yard line. And something Coach Hinsley prides himself in is the 3 phases of the ball game. You have to win offense and defense, but also special teams, and that's field position with kickoffs and stuff like that.
How important would be a big defensive stand here for the Hounds? Watch the football.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Just a handoff up the middle, and he's met.
Way to go, Zane.
Zane Watkins.
Short gain on the play, maybe 1.
Zane was right there, sealed that end down, made the tackle, shoved him inside.
Also number 70 on the play, Dalton Phillips. 2nd down and 9.
Like we talked about at the beginning of the ball game, you got to win the line of scrimmage right there. Zane Watkins showing I can win the line of scrimmage against these guys.
Zane is one of the players that has gotten better game after game after game.
2nd and 9 for the Colts, trying to get outside. Julius Clark, great tackle right there. That's fundamental tackling.
Exactly what David Black and I were talking about prior to the game, prior to coming on air. I'll take a smaller guy if he knows how to wrap up from the waist down, and because he's out there on an island by himself right there. If he misses that tackle, that guy's got at least 15 more yards.
Guys, it's 3rd down in a short 7 or a short 8 or a long 7 right here. This is a huge play in the football game. We're still in the 1st quarter. Hounds leading 14-0 with 1:15 to play. Come on, defense.
Joe Brodus checking the ball game at nose guard, looking to pass. He throws it. Tyrell. Incomplete right there for the Colts.
I don't know if you can tell it, but just about the time he's ready to throw, this wind gets up. You can feel the wind hitting us in the face. Kept that ball up in the air because Tyrell jumped for it, and it hung up a little longer than he expected it to. 1:08 to go here in the 1st quarter, 14-0 Hounds. Your Hounds have scored on both of their first possessions.
So we're waiting for the kicker. You see him at the bottom of your screen right there trying to put on a shoe, and sometimes it just takes.
He's also a linebacker.
25-second clock down to 9. 6-5.
They'll get the snap off. low kick. We'll see what Garrett Body does. Garrett's just going to let it roll. They're going to mark it at the 12-yard line for the Greyhounds.
The way that punt came, or the kick came out, he was out there on an island by himself. He didn't have any blocking back in that deep corner. With 1:07 to go here in the opening quarter, Hounds up 14-0.
You're needing a mortgage. You're buying a home. You need a mortgage on that home, or you possibly want to refinance the mortgage that you have. Talk to Kenny Thaxton at the Newport Village Mall at the Bank of England Mortgage Company. His phone number is 495-3931, or call him on his cell, 501-590-3346. Kenny Thaxton at the Bank of England.
Need a good methodical drive right here.
1st and 10 for your Greyhounds with the ball at the 11. There's a snap. Cash going to look to pass. He gets his hands on it. Oh, he just drops it. That's big right there.
Number 1, one of their star players. He's a stud.
And guys, that would have been at this stage a game changer.
Oh yeah.
We have all the momentum, and you don't want to give them a cheap one. Hounds had a guy wide open, but let me assure you, number 1, who's a heck of a football player, Kentavious Robinson. Well, he ran for 100-plus yards against us last year and 19 tackles.
As a 10th grader. There's the snap. Joe Brodus. Up the middle, and that's who's going to hit him first.
Number 1, Kentavious Robinson. He stopped him dead in his tracks. Under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. 14-0 Hounds.
14, Easton Elder.
Big 3rd down and 10 right here.
Third down and 10.
Ain't even started the clock down here, though. But you started when we got the ball.
3rd and 10 for the Greyhounds.
Look, it ain't even started, boy. Just give them all the time in the world. Now they'll start this one over. Come on
Finish this
now.
timeout.
Come on.
Well, one of their players had blood on them, and that's what they were discussing. And
Hounds don't have to run a play if they don't want to run one here.
And it looks like Cash Forrester's going to let it roll.
We're down to 3 seconds, and Hounds are going to run it out. We've played a quarter. The Hounds lead 14-0. We'll go to the other end of the field and try a 3rd down and 10 right there. And Hounds fortunate that on the one play that we didn't get it picked right there in our own territory. NEDC, Newport Business Resource Center, the Newport Economic Development Commission, John Chadwell. Watch his program each and every month on the Business Spotlight. NEDC is working for all of us, helping the area economy, and we strive for new business and jobs, and we work hard with the existing plants and employers. Just noticed where Shears was advertising for 85 new employees, so there are jobs available in Newport, Arkansas. Contact them at NEDC for more information, or check them on the website at newportarcity.org. A proud past and a bright future. Unity Health Harris Medical Center for the Greyhound Luncheon each and every Monday at noon. Talk about how the Hounds did on Friday night and give the players of the week and the help players of the week. We recognize those at the luncheon, and you get a great lunch for a $5 bill. But don't forget about the great services that you get at Unity Health Harris Medical Center, located at 1205 McLean Street, from emergency care, home health care, orthopedic services, pediatrics, podiatry services, primary care, rehabilitation therapy services, senior care, surgical services, women's health, and birthing center. You can Google Harris Medical Center to get more information if you like. At Unity Health Harris Medical Center, located in Newport. Hounds won the first quarter, guys. 14.
Sure did. And that's important.
3rd and 10 for the Hounds. Ball at the 11 as we flip sides now. Monquel Cox into the ball game.
Good time for a screen again.
There's a snap. Cash got all the time in the world, and he's throwing to Zaylin Smith. Great protection right there for the Hounds. And
Don't think it's going to be enough.
First down.
That'll work. Another big third down for the Greyhound offense. We're used to saying fourth down for the Greyhound defense.
Cash Forster.
Offensive line gets credit right there, Cash.
Exactly right.
All the time in the world.
Yep, they created him a pocket that he could just, he checked down to 3 or 4 receivers. Another big third down to continue a drive and not give the ball back to Rivercrest.
There's the snap, Monquel Cox. Great running right there from Monquel Cox.
Second down and 3.
Offensive line, we'll name those guys again when we can, but what a job they're doing.
Xavier Foster, Dalton Phillips, Connor Prince, Zane Watkins, and Alex Emery. Hats off to those guys for
Pretty solid five. Yeah, pretty
doing
solid.
a great job.
11:02 to play here in the first half. 14-0 Hounds. They got 8 on that one. Second down and 2.
Ball at the 31-yard line. Joe Brodus checking back into the ball game. There's the snap. Cash looking to his right, going to roll out. Cash got a guy over the middle. Great job, O'Shea Pruitt.
Another first down for the Greyhounds. 10:37 to go in the second quarter. Greyhounds up 14-0 here at legendary Greyhound Field. Come on, folks.
I'm with you, brother.
They're going to mark it at the 37-yard line for the Greyhounds. First and 10. And there's the snap. Cash going to look to pass again. Just throws a curl route. That one looked like he tripped up again.
He slid down. Lost his feet out from underneath him.
Cash with a rocket. And that was a good pass, too.
We hadn't had moisture in a week.
No.
Well, the passing game, what it does throwing the football is it opens up the run game.
Here's a trips look for the Hounds with 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Just going to throw the screen. Great job, Garrett Body. Just hold on to it and get the yards. They're going to throw the flag.
I have no idea what this flag could be.
Well, the back judge is the one who threw it, and he chunked it from the 30-yard line all the way back here. So he saw something that he didn't like.
Yep. They're waving it off. I like it when they get together and they talk to make sure everybody was on the same page.
It's going to bring up a third down and about 3 for the Hounds here.
Another big third down.
Cash bringing the play in the sidelines.
How about Cash pulls it right here and runs out?
Here comes the pressure.
5 on the second clock.
There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus first down and way more. Joe Brodus.
You know, I kind of feel for them because the 2 games we've lost, we got hit in the mouth to start the game, and it's happening here.
Well, let's keep hitting. 9:47 to play. Another big conversion by the Hounds on third down.
Market at the 47 going in for the Greyhounds. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Cash looking to pass. A little miscommunication. O'Shea just going to run the out and up right there, and Cash thought he was just going to run the out.
O'Shea was on the move.
And I think if Cash pump fakes there and knows what's coming, O'Shea's going to catch it and walk in the end zone.
2nd 10, 9:24 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds up 14-0 over the Rivercrest Colts.
What you might consider an unsuccessful play because he did run the down, the out, and the down. Makes those guys think they may run that, so the next time the down and out will be open.
There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus still on his feet. Joe Brodus! Joe Brodus breaking another tackle. Joe Brodus still on his feet. Going to be inside the 15-yard line. Joe Brodus.
I mean, he just would not go down. Offensive line created a great hole for him, and I'm just effort.
And Joe Brodus was banged up at the beginning of the season, and then you get last week, you get kind of a week off. He was out the whole second half, so that gives him a time to recover, and I'm sure they went light on him this week at practice, and Joe Brodus looks 100% out here tonight for the Hounds.
Come on, Hounds, let's go. 9 minutes to play, second quarter.
There we go for 5 more. I promise you, there's not a person out there on the field that wants to his team to win more than Joe Brodus.
Offsides Rivercrest.
Offsides Rivercrest. Go hard count there, and they do jump.
Make it first down and 5.
They get 1st and 5 with the ball at the 8-yard line for the Greyhounds.
Come on, Hounds. Come on, Hounds.
This has been a long, successful drive, and you have to finish right here when you get inside the red zone. O'Shea flaring out. That's a tough throw right
there. And he pushed him in the back. Yep, he pushed O'Shea in the back.
Here's the deal. They'll bring it back to the 8 and mark off half the distance to the goal. Put it on, obviously, the 4. We needed to go to the 3 to get a first down.
When you see the replay tomorrow, I think you'll see where O'Shea's direction changed due to being pushed in the back.
So it'll be 1st and goal, or 1st and 1 from the 4. I think what it's going to be called. 1st and 1 from the 4. Shouldn't be.
Yep.
Yeah, 1st and 1. Hounds need a yard to get a first down.
That diamond package, I love it. There's a snap. Joe Brodus up the middle.
First down for sure.
2 and the 3, it looks like.
Now you got 4 plays to get 3 yards.
Timeout while they uncover everybody off the pile.
I'm telling you, that was first down. They're not on the same page we are. Now this is going to be 2nd down.
Well, the scoreboard over there is not on the same page, but I think
they got it down here right.
Yeah, we're right.
Okay.
It is first down. They're hollering 2nd down. It is 1st down and goal. 1st down and goal.
With the ball at the 2-yard line.
And I hope that
Joe Brodus up the middle.
Touchdown.
Joe Brodus.
8:17 to go. 2nd quarter.
Hounds up 20-0, and they have come out and hit them right in the mouth.
I mean, that right there, how long was that drive? That was a long one.
Well, we had it with 25 seconds
to go, and we didn't run the play.
And
we were inside the 10, weren't we?
Correct.
And we ran the clock out.
We ran it out.
Ran the clock out.
To bring it back down here to the 10. And then we kept it for almost 4 minutes the rest of the way going this direction.
90 yards, 4 minutes.
Yes.
Hounds have covered some more real estate. Check out their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Kick is up. Rolando Noguez, good as usual.
8:17 to go in the 2nd quarter. Your Hounds are up 21-0.
Always a great job by Spencer Murphy on the hold, and of course the snap was perfect.
Xavier Foster with the snap.
21-0 in favor of the Greyhounds, and I think folks around the state of Arkansas may be shocked by seeing the score. But let me tell you what, the game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. But we came out and we hit them in the mouth, and we've got a little momentum. And let me tell you, these guys are in shock. These guys are in shock right now. they have no reason other than to compare scores and to say, look, we beat Piggott by 30-something points, and then Piggott beat these guys.
They beat Hoxie by 3 touchdowns.
So these guys came in here and they were fully expecting to be up 21-0 here. But the Hounds have got to continue to fight hard, play like it's 0-0, keep winning play after play after play. That's what the Hounds have done. They have won a bunch of plays tonight.
The offensive play calling has kept everybody, off their feet.
A lot of deception in what we're trying to do.
That screen on the 3rd down in the first quarter has been the tone setter.
Another Harris Ford kickoff. Kick off your fall with great savings on all F-Series pickups.
That T rolls 30 yards and gets in the mix every time.
City of Newport Recycling Center. Newport High School started a recycling program, and you can drop off at any time. Bins are available after hours, accepting glass bottles, clothing, electronics, aluminum, tin cans, plastic, and a free paper shredding service. 217-0070 for Bonnie. City of Newport Recycling Center supporting the Newport Greyhounds.
Ball at the 41-yard line for the Rivercrest Colts. 1st and 10. There's the snap, just a handoff up the middle. He's met. O'Shea Pruitt hit him first, and then here come the Orange Swarm.
And that's the difference in our defense is we've got one guy that's always putting his helmet on the ball, and then we've got the Swarm coming. The crush.
The crush, what you like to call it.
The crush.
Under 8 to play, 7:50, clock moving. Hounds up 21-0.
2nd and 10 for the Colts. Ball still at the 41-yard line. There's a fake, quarterback trying to keep it. Great job right there. He makes the guy miss, and Garrett Body gets his hands on him to slow him up.
And it looked like Dalton Phillips was the one that made the tackle out there.
Great pursuit right there for the Hounds. You can get mad at the arm tackling right there, but I'm telling you, that guy right there coming with a full head of steam is hard to tackle, especially that fast.
Well, he did enough to slow him down to get help.
1st and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Here comes motion, and they're just going to hand it off to him. Great job. Tydrell Fryer came and filled the alley to make sure that guy would cut it back up into our meat. O'Shea Pruitt again.
That's what I talked about before the game. If we stretch it out and don't let them get upfield on us, that's the big difference when you get help coming.
Tydrell gets nothing in the stat book for his play, but without what he did, there would have been no tackle.
Absolutely.
2nd 10, 6:51 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hounds up 21-0.
Empty set. They're going to look to pass. He's going to roll out to his left. Makes a guy miss. And we'll finally bring him down. 54 has to come off because his helmet came off.
Great tackle by O'Shea Pruitt.
Let me tell you, this quarterback's a real deal, number 3. I watched him in pregame. He's a heck of an athlete. He's going to try to make a play for these guys on 3rd down and 5.
Randy C. getting the crowd fired up. I love it. Big 3rd down. Come on, Hounds. And you can hear both stands getting rowdy right here. The 3rd and 5 at the 44. Here comes motion. Fake, gonna look to pass. Zane Watkins got a big hit on him. And Tydrell Fryer.
Great defensive.
Tydrell, great job. Zane Watkins got a free shot on the quarterback right there. Just made his guy miss.
Big 4th down right here. What will they do?
Well, they're going to go. They have to go.
That quarterback got stuck. He's still feeling it.
There's no question these guys have to go right here, trailing 21-0.
6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Are they going to run a hideout play right here? There's a guy down here. Saw a guy kind of wandering on the sidelines. Rivercrest won the timeout.
They had 12 on the field, David. That guy was trying to actually run off the field.
Well, that's a penalty for illegal substitution. It's not called by those guys. But anyway, we're moving on. George Kell Motor Company player of the game in the Subway Coaches Show after the contest. Newport Auto Body Shop Collision of the Week, and we have, is it Julius in the clubhouse?
Julius on offense.
Yes, on offensive play. Scott Wood Ram Truck Center of Newport with Richard Buffalo with a halftime report coming up here in about 6 minutes. I want to remind you about El Puente Restaurant. You can call in and drive through and pick up your order. You can dine in with great food, delicious lunch specials, get some of the best tea in town, or try the refreshing fruit punch. Excellent service. Try the fajitas, the fajita taco salads, fajita nacho supreme, cheese dip, salsa dip, you name it, they've got it at El Puente. Jackson's Funeral Home, our family serving your family at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Care and comfort in your family's time of need, the Jackson's Funeral Home. 4th down and 5. Can the Hound defense get off the field? And if you do get off the field here, you give your offense excellent field position. One to the top of the screen. Maybe not.
And there's the snap. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. He's got Ty Drill, interception.
And you don't want to intercept it there. You want to knock it down, but that's okay.
That was one thing we talked about pregame, is the guy can throw the ball 100 miles, but he don't, he don't have anybody to go get it.
Well, Tyrell goes up, and he goes up to get it at the 22-yard line. Could have had it at the 45 back up here, but that's okay. I'll take the turnover there.
Oh, yeah. It's same as a punt, but we'll take it.
And with only 6 minutes left in the second half, how about a long drive, get a 7, and go up 28-0 at half?
That's big that we keep the ball through the rest of this half. Absolutely. Because they get the ball to start the second half.
Worst case scenario right here, you want to go up 21-0. That's the
go into half 21-0.
Worst case scenario is what you want.
You want to take some time off his clock.
Absolutely.
And Monquel Cox at tailback. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Monquel outside. He's still on his feet. Monquel Cox.
He took a hit.
That was a shot.
Left the turf, came back down to the turf, kept moving.
Yes, sir, he did.
I don't know how to describe it any better than that.
Oh, just give him a +7.
He was up in the air.
+7 for Monquel. Here we go, 2nd down and 3. 5:30 to play in the first half. 21-0 in favor of the Greyhounds.
Another collision.
That was a dandy. Newport Auto Body collision.
2nd and 3 with the ball on the 29-yard line for your Hounds. There's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Throws it back over.
Well, there's another one.
And they'll throw the
There
flag.
it is. He wrapped his hand around him. Had his hands around his hips.
So we'll come back to the 29-yard line where the ball was, wherever the ball was, and we'll mark off 15 from there.
I know they didn't like the call, but the defender had his hands around his hips holding him up. Or he'd at least got a hand on the ball. Cash is doing an excellent job. He's checking down every receiver, every option he's got to throw the ball. And the offensive line is doing great.
Tell you an interesting story about Cash and Bobby Joe. I'll tell it now, as a matter of fact. Bobby Joe Forster moved to Newport, Arkansas when he was a sophomore in high school. Where did he attend school?
Rivercrest.
Wilson, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Played on the old cotton patch.
He was a player himself.
Yes, he was.
And Joe Brodus coming in at tailback, expecting a heavy dose of him right here. 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. Joe's hit the backfield.
That was a great play by number 50. Logan Gray for Rivercrest. He was in the backfield and got a hand on the foot. But I guarantee you Bobby Joe Forster was just as nervous this week about this game as probably more nervous than the players were.
I think so, and I talked with Bobby Joe before the game, and it means a lot to him. And I mean, he's that's where his family's from, and he spent a lot of years there and played junior high football over there, and no doubt he's a little nervous.
2nd and 12 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man, Garrett Body, out And Garrett Body's going to get the first down.
I saw him sneak a peek at where the where the marker was to make sure he got past it. You could see him looking.
This is unselfish football that the Hounds are playing, because Joe Brodus right there took on an outside linebacker who's coming full speed, and he's just sitting in his heels and gets ran over, but at the same time, make sure that guy doesn't hit Cash.
4:31 to play here in the first half, 21-0. The Hounds on the move.
Ball at the 47-yard line. Here's the snap. Cash looking to pass. And they do pick it off. Trying to take a shot right there and go up 4 scores.
Well, now important that you were hoping we could get a good solid 6-minute drive.
And that's a tough throw for Cash to throw it from left hash to the right numbers and throw it 40 yards, because you're really throwing it about 60.
Yes. Yeah, the Hounds got a hold right here.
1st and 10, they're going to mark it at the 17 after the interception. There's the snap, handoff. He's met. Great job. There's the swarm that we're talking about.
The crush.
First guy's going to get his paws on him, and then here comes the rest of the defense. 7, 8 hats around at every tackle.
Gained about 2.
Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew at 2200 Malcolm, formerly the Kroger building, at the new WRMC Medical Complex. Convenient drive-through window at Norman Baker Pharmacy.
2nd and 8 with the ball at the 19-yard line for the Colts. Try to go dead play. Hounds do not fall for it.
3:45 clock moving.
There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Julius Pruitt, great job right there. And then Zane Watkins going to come finish him off.
He's lucky he got down when he did, because Zane was fixing to stick a helmet in his back. 3:25 and counting. Big 3rd down. Going to be about 3rd and 6 for Rivercrest. Hounds up 21-0.
Ball at the 21, and Randy C. once again trying to get this Greyhound fan up. Big 3rd down right here. They're going to go empty set. Quad look here to the left side of the screen. O'Shea Pruitt, big hit, and he goes right through his hands. O'Shea Pruitt.
Man, he just closes with speed. I mean, O'Shea just has a motor.
Near the concession stand, you participate in a half.
Wow, what a hit. 4th down. Hounds are going to force a punt. Going to get great field position back. Still 3 timeouts left. More importantly, let's try to get in there at 21-0.
It's a kick we're going to force.
That is correct. That is correct.
I've never seen this in a game.
I saw it Valley View Junior High School earlier this year, and I thought, they're nuts. You can't do that. And lo and behold, you can.
And now they're going to aim off, looks like.
We're going to have Garrett Body and Tyrell Fryer deep. Going to kick it to Garrett.
Oh, I like that. Come this way. There you go.
Garrett Body making the guy miss. Garrett Body getting over the 50-yard line. Great return right there for Garrett Body.
Hounds have a wealth of time left. And again, the worst case scenario you want to have right here is go in 21-0. Best case scenario, 28-0.
This is our 5th possession. Is that not correct? And we scored 3 out of 4 of them.
That is correct.
And if I'd have told you that was going to happen Monday or Tuesday, you'd have said, well, I don't know about that.
Had a little drive going last possession. Took a shot down the field.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Joe and Cash, a little miscommunication. Going to be brought down at the 50-yard line.
Bring it down. Yeah, we'll be about 4 yards behind the sticks. .220 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Hounds up 21-0. There we go.
And they get
We're going to get them 4 back plus 1.
Execution is a big factor in this ball game, and right now we're executing on both sides of the ball and on special teams.
Second 4 is a whole lot. I mean, second 8's a whole lot better than second 13.
2:08. Clock moving down now down to 2:03.
Make it 2nd and 8 for the Hounds. Cash looking to pass.
Good play by number 14 of the Colts.
Yeah, he almost had a pick, and he'd have gone 45 for the touch. Clock stops, 1:53. 3rd down and 8 coming up here.
I wish I could call the young man's name, but he's not on the roster.
Was that the kid that had the bloody jersey?
No.
No.
No. There's a bigger man that had to. He's a pretty good sized guy that had to come off the field with the blood on him. I think it was his nose they looked at.
3rd and 8, the ball to 45, just a handoff. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus, 1st down and more.
Just a great run, great blocking by the line to create the lane.
Now you want to finish here. Now you want to get 7.
3rd and 8, thinking as a defense, you're thinking pass. We come out, we've thrown the ball very, very well. And when you do that, you can run the ball like that on 3rd down.
We got all 3 timeouts, too.
Yes.
Here's the snap. Joe Brodus outside. There it is again. Julius Clark.
He was down. He done threw his bag.
Julius Clark laid the hammer.
They throw a penalty in that direction, too. They throw a flag, not a penalty. They're going to get us for holding.
No,
yeah, from the spot of the foul, which is like the 29 or 30. I don't see the flag out there right now, but I know it's there because I saw him throw it.
It's right on the yellow line. I mean, on the white line, yep. It's blending in.
I couldn't see it if it were.
They can get it close. There it is.
It's between the hash and the 30.
There he is.
He just picked it up. Ooh. That was more than...
Well, they marked off 15. So maybe something...
I think it might have been clipping.
Marked off and hits the Greyhound back to the 45-yard line. 1st down and 22.
1st and 22. Don't give these guys a cheap one.
I'd run the ball right up here and just run the clock out and take your 21. There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus. Great running, Joe Brodus.
43-yard line, that's a 2nd down and 20.
We'll call a timeout.
Call a timeout.
7, Maurice Williams on the time.
53.2 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hounds up 21-0.
Go, Ram, one more time.
This is great football weather. I know that.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Have you seen the forecast for next Friday night?
What we got?
A chance
A
of
high of 56
Oh, I love it.
on the day and rain.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't like the rain.
There's a week to go. Maybe it'll keep the weather, keep the cool.
Home football game in our beautiful press box here. We can film from inside, and it's not like we got to sit out like we do at Corning and wherever else that we don't have a place to work out of. Piggott.
And we ain't underneath the power speaker systems of Lone Oak and and Corning.
We're also not worried about falling in.
That's right. Hounds elect to call timeout.
At Lone Oak was the most uncomfortable I've been since I've started doing games with you. Because that thing had a sway in it and kind of a little give. And
I don't know.
It had a lot of give.
Yeah.
Me and Brian were on top of each other at Corning last week. We didn't have any room.
But the bleachers weren't going anywhere. At Lone Oak, on top of that press box, you know, if somebody sat back in their chair, the whole thing moved.
It's 2nd down, so the Hounds have the extra down. I was thinking it was 3rd down. So it's 2nd down right here.
2nd and 22 with the ball at the 43-yard line. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man. James Dixon. Great catch right there for James.
Another timeout.
Another timeout for the Hounds.
10 seconds on that play. Yeah, I like the aggressiveness here.
Bring up 3rd down and 7.
I had a little doubt when I was thinking it was 3rd down there. I thought, golly gee, but anyway, that's why they're down there and I'm up here. Want to remind everybody about Merchants of Planters Bank, their main office, 2nd Hazel Street, downtown Newport, and M&P Insurance and Investment Services in a new location at the corner of Front and Laurel Streets, the Solution Center, also part of Merchants of Planters Bank at the corner of Front and Hazel Street. Lindley Health and Rehab Center, providing guests with a variety of essential services, including long-term care, rehabilitation, occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, hospice care, and restorative care. Great group of people at Lindley Health and Rehab Center. Mark Martin Power Sports, Batesville, markmartinpowersports.com. Whether it's a Honda ATV, a dirt bike, a motorcycle, scooter, utility vehicle, Honda, Arctic Cat, Textron Off-Road, Spartan, commercial lawnmowers, they've got them at Mark Martin Power Sports atop Ramsey Mountain in Batesville.
Here's the snap. Cash looking. Cash has got a man. O'Shea Pruitt.
37.1 seconds to go here. We're coming up on a 4th down and a little less than 3, right at 3.
4th down and 3 for Newport.
Got a timeout in your pocket, so you can pretty much do what you want to do to get this 1st down.
Hounds lead 21-0.
And David, the reason you like being up here is because at halftime you're going to get your choice of some Sadie's Main Street sweets. And I mean, tell the truth, dude.
Yeah, I've already looked at them. I've smelled them. They look fantastic.
Hounds will call a timeout as the play clock winds down to under 5.
Hey, if you want some sweets, give Jill a shout at 217-2299, or you can find her on Facebook at Sadie's Main Street Sweets. I mean, she's hooked us up every game this year, and I mean, that stuff is good. Looks like tonight we're having Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cupcakes.
We are, sir.
And I can tell you right now, our man Dan is ready for his cupcake, aren't you, Dan? Yep, thumbs up from Dan. That's a thumbs up from David.
Yes, sir. I'm in. Count me in, brother. I like this deal. You know, you're on a diet all week long, and Friday night you just...
That's me, dude.
Yeah, let's get a cupcake.
That's me. You here lately, it's me and Dee are splitting that cupcake. You know, you don't feel near as guilty when you split that cupcake.
I'm gonna split 3 of them too. 3 of them also. Get my 1.5. Hope somebody eats the other 1.5. Hey, let me tell you what. Big play here. You need a 1st down to keep the ball away from Rivercrest. It's 21-0. You can ill afford to let these guys get back in the game and get a little momentum going into the 2nd half, because they get the ball to start the 2nd half. So let's see what the Hounds have up their sleeve on 3rd down or 4th down and about 3.
You're going to go to that diamond package with O'Shea, Tariq, and Joe. Cash can be at the quarterback.
There it is, right there. 1st down.
Hard count, got them to jump. Now 1st down, and the Hounds with a great opportunity to put points on the board.
That different look had them eager, thought they were just going to run it up the gut. Everybody, you know, look, that young man was converging to the center of the line.
You don't have any timeouts left, but you can stop the clock. You get a 1st down to stop the clock. An incomplete pass would stop the clock. You can spike it and stop the clock.
1st and 10, the ball at the 21. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man at Julius Clark. Julius Clark makes the guy miss.
Touchdown.
Walks in the end zone.
Touchdown, Greyhound.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Greyhound.
Again, like we've said all night, Cash is able to check down 1, 2, 3, find the open guy. Our line did it. He made a great throw, great catch. Touchdown, Hounds.
Well, Julius Clark made an outstanding run after the catch, but Cash Forrester has simply been outstandingly phenomenal in the 1st half here tonight. 27-0 Greyhounds, and covering a lot of real estate, Bratcher real estate. And the Hounds go up 27 with a chance for a 28th.
Rolando Noguez for the kick. It is up and it is good. Great job. Julius Clark's got 3 touchdowns in the 1st half. I mean,
wow. off.
Now we're going to kick off, and we need to stay in our lanes, not give them any momentum, anything, because they do get the ball to come out to start the second half. 29.4 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 28-0 Hounds.
Don't give up a cheap one.
Don't give up a cheap one. Absolutely.
Stay in your lane right here.
They have a couple of timeouts left. Hope we can end this last 30 seconds of the half on a positive note. Well, it's going to be positive in that locker room regardless.
If you'd asked me before the game if we'd been leading 28-0 with 30 seconds left in the half, I'd have told you a lie.
I wouldn't have thought that
I was thinking it was going to be a knockout, drag-out. And Rolando Noguez for another Harris Ford kickoff. Go see those guys at Harris Ford trying to cut cross field, and that's just staying in your lanes right there. Spencer Murphy's going to hit him first.
One a late hit in the back that they did not call.
Tariq made a closing speed tackle. 20 seconds left, so we're going to have to make sure they don't get behind us here.
And they ran 10 seconds off the clock right there. And he fielded right at about the 30. So it's going to be about a 9-yard gain and took 10 seconds.
Well, let's see how we play. I don't think that we will play press coverage at any spot on the field. We're backing away.
First and 10 at the 39.
Now we we are doing press coverage.
And he's going to be hitting the backfield.
That play was made by Zane Watkins. Zane blew that thing up. He didn't get credit for the tackle, but he gets credit for blowing that play up. Way to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the clock is going to run out here at Newport at legendary Greyhound Field. We are at the half. The Newport Greyhounds lead the Rivercrest Colts, the undefeated Rivercrest Colts, 28-0 here at the half. Halftime adjustments are coming up, and Richard Buffalo at Scottwood Ram Truck Center is next. Halftime, Newport and Rivercrest, and hopefully you are watching a great football game. It's the Hounds and the Colts, and this is Richard Buffalo, our weekly report here on the Greyhound football game. We're talking about the Ram Truck Center, Scottwood Ram Truck Center in Newport, Arkansas. We've got Ram trucks. We've got lots of things to talk about today, Richard. First of all, let's talk about inventory, or let's talk about more so about deals on vehicles right now at Scottwood Ram Truck Center.
Yeah, we've got some great deals going on right now too. Great deals going on new trucks and on used trucks right now in inventory. We've got some really nice pre-owned crew cab 4-wheel drive Ram trucks. We've got one as low as $22,000 right now.
Wow. Hey, you know, we're in the market to sell new vehicles, but we're in the market also to sell used vehicles. And it is amazing sometimes if you can get some nice, clean, used inventory. You can save some money on a new truck.
That's right.
But you got to give good money for these pickup trucks. So if you've got one to trade in, we're looking for some also.
Oh,
We'd love to trade for some.
Absolutely. You know, this time of year we sell a lot of trucks, so we get a little low on our used inventory. So we're going to be giving top dollars for all kinds of trades right now. So come by and let's check it out and see what we can do for you.
You talk about Dodge or Ram pickup. We like to say Ram pickup truck, and you and I had this discussion before we went on the air.
Right.
It's a different animal these days.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a different animal. Just tell us some of the things that, what makes these things so good.
So first of all, if you know, when you see a Ram truck coming down the road, you're going to know what it is. You know, the styling stands out. It's a tough, mean-looking truck. But inside, wow, I mean, could it be any nicer? I mean, you open the door, it's like looking in a Cadillac, from years ago. Nice leather or nice cloth, more features than you could ever possibly dream of. And riding down the road, wow, the ride of a Ram truck, if you've never driven one, come by and let's take a test drive. I mean, just amazing, soft ride. It's not going to beat you to death going down a gravel road, and it's going to haul whatever you need to haul with it. So
yeah, they're solid. They're machines, no doubt about it.
Very,
what
very
a beautiful
nice.
Pickup truck. Ben, if you can get a good shot of this right here, and white, I love the grill, and I love how the front of it looks, and just it's standing tall. This is a nice vehicle, my
yeah,
friend.
this is not only our top of the line, one of our upper level trucks, the Laramie, but it's also got the Rocky Ridge conversion on it, which you've seen some of our Rocky Ridge trucks.
Sure.
they do a phenomenal job when they do the lift kits and the wheels and tires, and it's all got the factory warranty, and it's going to ride and drive great. So, yeah, that's a neat package truck.
When you come on the lot and you look at this truck, you go, wow. And then you sit in this truck, you go, wow. And then you drive it down the road and it's wower.
Yeah, well, that's when everybody else is going, what is that?
Yes, exactly right.
So,
exactly right.
Yeah.
But we want to remind everybody again about the Scott Wood Ram Truck Center in Newport, but we also have a lot of inventory at our Batesville store. Tell us about what we need to do as far as website and get on to see all of our inventory.
That's right. So you can go to scottwoodchrysler.com, see all of our inventory, and it changes daily. So we're always moving stuff around, selling, dealer trading. So, drive by, come see us. If you see something you want on the web, give us a call. We'll get it over here for you to look at. It's only a 35-minute drive over there. So, we're real flexible as far as that goes.
If you happen to drive by here and we have 2 or 3 customers in our office and we're not out here waiting, we will wait on you unless we've got a customer sitting in our desk, and that happens from time to time. We want to wait on everybody. Sometimes we just ask you to be a little patient because we're working deals almost every minute of the day, and that's the good thing about what we're doing is providing a great service to Newport and Jackson County. The Ram Truck Center here in Newport, Richard Buffalo and all the crew, welcome again, my friend. I know we've been here for several months now. We're going to continue on and have great success here at the Ram Truck Center.
Absolutely.
Go Hounds.
Go Hounds.
We are ready to go here for second half action. We're a couple of minutes away, and guys, we didn't get a chance to talk here on this particular broadcast about the first half, but let's analyze a little bit. How did we do, Brian?
We clicked on every cylinder that you need to click on. Like I said, we had the one interception, and that was just being aggressive, trying to get that fourth touchdown in for the evening, and didn't get it that time. But when you score 4 out of 5 possessions on a 7-0 team, you are following your game plan. You're executing your game plan the way you're supposed to.
Hayden?
I mean, like we said earlier, speed, and we're containing their speed. And like I said at the beginning of the game, you got to win the line of scrimmage, and that's where games are won and lost. And right now, Hounds on both sides are getting it done at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you always look at scenarios and what can happen. Ideal scenario, you're at the half, and of course the Hounds are talking about let's kick the ball down there, let's get a 3 and out, get the ball back, take some clock off, go down and score. Obviously these guys are, they've got to get a couple of breaks to win the football game for sure. Talking about Rivercrest, but I mean their position right now from a coaching standpoint. Look, we got to take this opening kickoff. We got to score on it, or we have to score on this offensive possession. If they don't score here, it makes it a lot tougher on these guys. And Brian, you're talking about the importance of a football game. This second half is no doubt something that will loom large in how this football team does for the rest of the year.
Yeah, this is what this is how you're going to hang your hat on the rest of this season right here. This is a big defensive stand right here. You shut them down right here when they get the ball, it sets the tone for the rest of this game and for the next 2 weeks.
Harris Ford, F1 Series pickup trucks, where you will like what we do at Harris Ford, brings you the second half kickoff, and here we go.
Rolando Noguez is going to kick a high kick to about the 30-yard line, looking for somewhere to go, and great pursuit by the kickoff team. Number 6, Andrew Pitts, is going to get him first, and then guys like Clemmy Alcorn and J.T. Haynes just coming in there, swarming.
Got a flag out there on the 40, between the 44-45, but it's good to call a name that we're not accustomed to calling. I mean, that's a good, good. He disrupted the play.
And they're going to get a big major here for a holding call.
Field position.
Absolutely. Second half, Hounds leading this football game 28-0.
Just have to come out with the same intensity, tackle like we're supposed to tackle, stay in your lane, stay home, just like Coach Hinesley and the rest, Coach Benny Reynolds and them have done on defense all year.
Our front four has been very, very good tonight. They've been very good at controlling the line of scrimmage, talking about our defensive front four.
And 3 of the 4 are playing both ways.
Right.
That shows you about them getting conditioned at practice and getting after it. 1st and 10 at the 23. Just a dive play there. And you got to blow the whistle eventually.
Yeah.
Ball will be blown dead around the 29-yard line. 6 on the play, second and 4.
Greyhounds come away with the ball is what they're saying.
That's why you have to blow the whistle right there, because anything can happen. You don't know if a guy's pulling a face mask or what the case scenario is. But if we come out with the ball like that and you don't blow the whistle, why is it not our ball?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be. They get 6 on just a quick dive hitter.
2nd and 4 for the Colts. Ball at the 29-yard line. There's a snap, just trying to get outside with number 1, and he's hit. Zane Watkins has had an outstanding performance at defensive end.
Yeah, that was Zane just fighting off a couple of blocks and then wrapping up and carrying the guy to the ground. And
Zane has improved on both sides of the ball so much this year. I mean, he's got his snaps where they're just, zinging back there. He's anchoring his end position down, making tackles.
3rd down and 2 for the Colts.
Maybe a 1, 3rd and 1 maybe.
There's the snap, just going to toss it to 7. We keep the edge and we string it out. Great job right there. Julius Clark sets the edge and makes the guy try to run around. And Tydrell Fryer, great pursuit right there for the Hounds.
I'm not tooting my horn, but I said that was going to be the difference in the ball game, is stretching this team out to both sidelines.
Well, you sent me that text message, and we talked about it before the game, and we talked about it in the pregame. No doubt about it, Brian. You hit it right on the head, and that's just a play there that we did. And they're going to go in a regular punt formation here now. And
watch 3 right here.
That other one cost them 2 penalties.
That's got to be a legal substitution on both. You can't have that many guys out there and then 2 guys run off without calling a penalty.
A 4th and 6 at the 32. They're actually going to punt it this time. Low punt. And the Hounds are just going to let it hit and roll right at the 30-yard lines where we'll take over. Great job by the defense right there.
There's a flag. But like I was saying, that kicking cost them 10 yards in the first half by delay of the game. Got a holding on us.
They're at the end of the play, so they'll move it back from the 30 to the 20-yard line.
But they came back for the 3rd quarter. They were going to run the ball against us, and we shut it down.
Yes,
just what we had to do in that opening series.
Well, it's very discouraging if you're a Rivercrest colt, and it's very uplifting if you're Newport Greyhound. And the Hounds came out and hit these guys right in the mouth early in the football game. And we say that as kind of a play on words. That's just mean hitting somebody in the mouth means you came out, you just played hard, and you just got after folks. And that's what has happened here tonight. Momentum, obviously, with the Greyhounds.
In a big drive here.
1st and 10.
There's 5.
And they jump off sides again.
If they take the ball down the field here this time and put up that 35th point, it'll be just disheartening to this team.
Sonic drive-in, burgers, fries, onion rings, and over 168,000 soft drink combinations, milkshakes, and lots of specials during the week at the Sonic drive-in at their new location.
1st and 5 now for the Hounds. Ball at the 25-yard line. There's the snap. Joe Brodus hit the backfield.
Kind of like he stumbled forward into that tackle.
Hounds will, I would think, no doubt, run clock.
And that's one thing that Cash Forrester is good at, is clock and game management. And he did it all year as a sophomore last year, and he's done it all year when he's in the game as a junior.
2nd and 5. There's the snap, just a handoff back to Joe Brodus, and he's hit. Maybe to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1, depending on the spot. But 40 for the Colts has came out and is trying to get after it for them.
It's a good time for that screen that we dropped on them, about this same spot on the field in the 1st quarter.
3rd and 5. Trips look for the Hounds. Zaylin, Julius, and O'Shea try to go dead play. Do not fall for it. Cash Forrester at your quarterback and Joe Burris at the tailback. Garrett Body by himself on the tops of the screen. Cash looking, and then he just throws it out of bounds.
Well, we're going to have to punt for the first time tonight. 8:10 to go, third quarter. Both teams have had a possession. Hounds up 28-0. First half we led more with our pass, and then came the run. We came back with the run heavy then.
Cash Forrester going to punt for the Greyhounds.
I'd heard he could do it.
Need a big one right here on 4th and 5. There's the snap. High, tight spiral. It's going to take a bad bounce. Get on it, Hounds.
They almost got it. They almost blocked that. 8:04 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds up 28-0, but Rivercrest has real good field position to start this drive. On the Greyhound 45-yard line. That's as fast as our defense has got back on the field.
Well, and the big deal, because our offense has had the football, and the big deal there is we got that penalty that cost us from the 30 to the 20, and we just couldn't get anything together there.
There's motion, just a toss play to 4. Big hit, O'Shea Pruitt.
He is leading the crush.
Oh, a Newport auto body shot collision again. O'Shea Pruitt with a couple tonight. Julius Clark with one. 7:45 to play third quarter. Hounds lead 28-0. Come on, defense.
2nd and 10. Ball still at the 45-yard line. Just going to give it to 1 to get outside. Stiff arm and get him out of bounds. Pick up 8 on the play, make it 3rd and 2.
As good as we've been tonight setting the edge, we didn't get it set that time, and it cost us some yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 from the 38-yard line.
Speeding up this tempo.
It's going to 1 right here. 3rd and 2, ball on the 37. Just hand it up the middle of the 40.
They didn't want him to blow the whistle a while ago.
Close to a first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
7:09 to go, third quarter. Hounds up 28-0.
And Rivercrest will go for it.
Every play is a big play in this football game throughout.
Just a toss play to 1. We'll see on the spot.
We'll mark him right on the 35.
On the 35. First down.
6:49. Clock will start when it gets the chains moved.
First and 10 with the ball on the 35-yard line for the Colts. Bunch look over here, just going to toss it to that heavy side to 1. Once again, O'Shea doing a great job containing that speed. Number 1 can flat out fly, and we saw it last year.
He gets 5, 2nd down and 5 coming up. 6:20 to play in the quarter. 28-0 Greyhounds.
Ball at the 30-yard line for the Colts. There's the snap. Quarterback has nowhere to go. Alberto Garcia just misses him. 3 still on his feet. And they're going to knock him out of bounds. Like Brian said, you cannot arm tackle. And Alberto lays out to try to make a play, and then we just can't get our hands on him. Mark it at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Colts.
Hounds need to make them earn this 6 yards right here in about 3 or 4 plays if they get there at all. Unbalanced line to the right.
There's a snap, 1 up the middle. Going to be short, mark him about the 3-yard line, pick up a 3.
5:48 and counting. Hounds up 28-0 here in the third quarter. Rivercrest with their second possession of the third quarter.
Second and goal with the ball on the 3-yard line.
Look at this unbalance. They have one guy on this side, everybody else to the other side.
Hand off to one. He's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, not sure we made the adjustment properly, but I couldn't tell from here. But they had one guy left of the center. Everybody else was right of the center, which gives them an advantage of 2 guys over there. And let me assure you, this ball game is not over.
There it is. Finally.
It's the 4th time they've done it tonight, and they finally get it on them.
This backs them up 5 yards for legal participation. 5:23, you see it on the clock, 28-6. This is a quality AAA football team that we see here in Rivercrest. They're going to obviously score their first 6 of the night.
There's the extra point. It's up, and it is good for the Colts.
ASU Newport introducing the all-new agricultural technology program. Today's agriculture has changed. It's more than planting and harvesting. At ASU Newport, you'll experience new technology with our mobile precision ag lab, farm management software, and guided tractor system. Learn the technical skills. So we have somebody totally interrupting us right here. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Some lady up here right in my face won't know whether they're filming over there. I hope they are filming over there.
So they hungry.
Anyway, we're talking about ASU, and you learn the technical skills that you need to start the agricultural career with modern producers and agriculture industries. Get a real-world in-the-field experience with ASU Newport's agricultural technology program. Apply now at asun.edu and start your high-tech career in agriculture today. I don't know what she was asking us for.
She was telling us they was hungry over there. I don't know.
And here's the kickoff for the Colts. Going to kick it deep. Going to go over. No. Tariq makes a great catch. Great return for Tariq Richardson.
Well, the Hounds are going to have good field position here, or better than what you thought, because we thought that kick was going to go over his head, but we'll get it near the 30-yard line, right at the 30-yard line, and imperative that the Hounds flop the field right here.
Looks like a guy with a cramp there on the field for Rivercrest.
Let's go, D! Over here on our side. And you don't want me to yell for my team.
I don't know what this lady's upset at. I really don't. We don't mind her rooting for her team. I mean,
Nobody said nothing.
We didn't say anything to her or to.
Somebody told over there told them to kill the guy in the hat. They want something to eat. I told her we didn't do that. She's mad because we're over here on their side.
Well, anyway, we have an injured player down for Rivercrest. He's just got a cramp right there. We just had a lady who was upset, said that the people who were filming the game for Rivercrest in our box here wanted something to eat, and I mean, it's certainly not our responsibility to get their cameraman something to eat, but she was a little upset with us, but that's okay. Young man's okay. That's
40.
Good sign for him. But the Hounds leading 28-7, and it's about the most uncomfortable 21-point lead I believe I've ever had.
They just need to take control of this game again right here.
Yeah, we got
another methodical drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got to flop the field if we do nothing else.
1st and 10, ball from 30 after Tariq's return. Here's the handoff, Monquel Cox.
Gain of 9, looks like. Close to it.
Controlling the line of scrimmage, as you said, Brian.
We need to just bleed this clock the rest of this quarter.
2nd and 1 for your Hounds.
You're going to expect pressure here. You're going to expect that these linebackers are going to come. So what you got to do, you got to be well aware in your gap, block gaps, make sure that those guys don't get to us regardless of the play we run, because you know they're coming here on 2nd and 1.
39, we're going to look to pass. The defender gets his hand on it, and it's going to drop incomplete.
It's good down to try it on, 3rd and 1. Now we got to get this first down.
Try it on 2nd and 1, now 3rd and 1 here.
At the 39-yard line, Joe Brodus couldn't check in at tailback. Take Monquel Cox off.
Got to convert here, guys.
And they're going to bring the pressure here. There's a snap. Joe Brodus looked like he got a good spot.
Yeah.
First down for the Hounds.
Huge play. It gives us another set of downs, and it also gets us another set of downs to run some clock. Not that we will be conservative at all to not try to score, because the Hounds obviously want to do that. You stay with the offense. You stay with what has been working for you. 4:18 to play, 28-7 in favor of the Greyhounds.
1st and 10 with the ball on the 40-yard line for your Hounds. Monquel trying to get outside. Monquel going to pick up a few on the play.
3:55 and counting. Hounds up 28-7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Commercial in and working with architects and construction companies and doing a lot of concrete work, 20 years experience in construction refinishing. Dennis Neal's All Surface Resurfacing. Phone number 870-664-1224. Great guy. A lot of concrete polishing on commercial buildings. If you need his services, give him a call. Quality workmanship at reasonable prices. Dennis Neal.
2nd and 8, ball on the 38-yard line. Cash. Big hit right there by number 7 for the Colts.
At that point in time, you can't run timid. You got to go.
Obviously a mix-up in the backfield, and Cash was caught in no man's land. Hesitated somewhat. What the Hounds can ill afford to do is start pointing fingers at each other. Let's get back in the huddle. Let's get us a positive play here.
It is 3rd and 8 for the Hounds. There's the snap, and Garrett Body on a little fake dive reverse play.
I like the call. And Rivercrest will get it back, give their defense credit. Shutting down the Newport offense on their first 2 offensive possessions here, but the clock continues to move. 28-7 is their score. 2:15 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
4th and 8 for the Hounds. They will punt here at the 42-yard line. There's the snap. Cash going to get it off. Good punt. 4 is going to field it. We know the guy's got wheels. Great block right there. And great job. But there is a flag on the play. After push out of bounds, they will throw the flag.
That's going to be an illegal block in the back from that spot right there, and that's a huge penalty.
I don't know what happened to the white hat, but he was severely irritated at something. I mean, he is not happy. And they're having a serious discussion about it.
Well, they call it personal foul. Hound defense is going to have to come alive and get a stop right here. 1:44 remaining in the third quarter, 28-7 in favor of the Greyhounds.
1st and 10 with the ball at the 37-yard line for the Colts. Try to get the chains set here.
Make them earn every yard. Let's go, defense.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Here comes motion fake, just a handoff up the middle. Great job, Hounds right there, O'Shea.
1:35 to go here in the third quarter, 28-7 Hounds. So far, Rivercrest has won this quarter.
Yeah, and they're going fast.
2nd and 7. There's snap. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Going to be a first down.
First down for the Colts. Julius Pruitt's going to make the tackle for the Hounds. And the Colts are going fast, up-tempo style.
And they have a little momentum going here, 28-7, even though they trail by 3 touchdowns. Come on, defense.
There's 1st and 10. Hand off to 1.
Well, they're getting it in chunks, 5, 6, 7 at a time. 2nd down and 3 coming up. 58 seconds to go, 28-7 in favor of the Greyhounds.
Into this quarter is going to be a good timeout for our defense.
Ball at the 45-yard line. He's looking to pass. He's going to throw it to Ford. Julius Clark.
Just a great play.
They're going to say he's down.
Didn't want us to get so far down there that they throw a penalty on it, throw a flag on us. You can't ever throw a penalty. You can throw a flag. I've said throw a penalty for years. That was a huge play and a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Talking about big ones, they're all big.
There's the handoff up the middle to 1. Hitting the backfield by Joe
Bring up a big 4th down to start the 4th quarter.
That does the third quarter. Your Hounds lead 28-7. Headed into the 4th quarter.
Modern Woodman's about coming together and making a positive impact on each other in our community. And it's about being part of something bigger than yourself. Brenda Benish does just that. She's devoted many hours of public service and has been involved in giving hundreds of thousands of dollars back to our community. It's more than being an insurance agent. She's our friend. We at Newport and all surrounding counties certainly recognize her giving to our community. Modern Woodman of America, Brenda Benish at 106 South State Street. We salute you, my friend. When you see Brenda, give her a big hug and a slap on the back and tell her thanks for what she does for our community. Greyhound boosters include Sam Nicholson Farm, supporting the Greyhounds for over 4 generations. Glass Plus, located at 1110 Highway 367 North, handling residential, commercial, and automotive glass. We do mirror, screens, prints, picture framing, and auto glass repair replacement. 523-3505. Well, to say the least, 4th down and a short 3 coming up right here, or a long 2. This is a play of the game coming up. I mean, this could be a big one.
This quarter right here is about who wants it the baddest, the worst, the most.
Well, as you mentioned, losing that quarter 7-0, I'd be okay losing this one 7-0.
Big fourth down right here.
And I'd also like to win it about 14-0. Come on, Hounds. Got to watch the football.
I don't think I've ever seen an official is as animated with his crew as this one was.
There's the snap. Gonna hand it off. Tried to get outside. He will get the first down. And the clock never started on the play.
We got to be good, guys. We got to be good at everything here.
You know that play took more than 3 seconds off of the clock. We're going to make it 1st and 10 for the Colts. Ball at the 37-yard line. Stay at home and do your job if you're a Hound.
28-7 Hounds lead with 11:38 to play in the football game.
Here comes motion. Fake. Quarterback going to keep it to his left. Julius
Just
Clark.
a great play.
He's had a great game all night long.
Julius Clark has been wonderful on both sides of the ball.
He is as animated as I've seen him all year. He's excited and pumped. 11-17 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 28-7. Rivercrest is on our side of the field, Greyhound side.
2nd and 10 for the Colts. Fake handoff, quarterback going to try to keep it again. And there's, big hit. We'll try to see who got it.
Helmet come off.
I believe it was Alberto Garcia.
You're right. Alberto.
That's got to be up there, David.
Or maybe Luke Sammy. There you go. He came up pretty excited about the play.
And that's a big play when you string it out like that.
Newport Auto Body Shop, collisions of the week galore tonight. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Come on, Hound defense.
Do your job right here and stay at home. There's a motion out of the backfield. Quarterback going to look deep. He does throw it deep. It just overthrows his guy. And it's 4th and 9, and you believe that the Colts will go for it.
You don't have to throw a Hail Mary every time.
10:45 remaining here in the football game. Rivercrest on 4th down and 9. Let's see what they do. I think you have to go.
Oh, you have to. I mean, you can't give the Hounds a chance to run the clock out. And it's 4th and 9 at the 36. They will go for it. There's motion. He's going to look. He's got a man, throws it behind him, and it's incomplete. Hounds turnover on downs.
Yes! Boy, I thought maybe we might get a little pass interference there, maybe. It was awfully close. But the Hound defense holds, guys. The Hounds hold. Hughes, let's run some clock. Let's get a score. Greyhound boosters include Mark Manning Shelter Insurance for auto, home, life, business, renters. We're your shield. We're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 523-6514. The Battery guys, Neil and Keith, located at 2400 Highway 367 north of Newport. Batteries of all kinds. Go see them today at B&T Battery.
1st and 10, ball in the 36 for the Hounds. There's heavy set. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus going to pick up about 2 on the play. Make it 2nd and 8 for your Greyhounds. Ball at the 38-yard line.
Hounds have 18 seconds that they can run off the clock, and let's see if they elect to run some clock, or do they snap it early, and they're going to try to go the long count. 25-second clock down to 7, and that's Cash milking the clock there, and that's Joe Brodus for nothing. Under 10 minutes to play in the game, 28-7 in favor of the Greyhound. Hounds need a 1st down, 3rd down and 9 coming up.
3rd and 9 for the Hounds. Ball at the 36-yard line.
We don't want to give them a cheap one.
Monquel Cox checking in the ball game. And there's the snap, trying to get Monquel outside. Great pursuit right there for the Colts.
Just couldn't get to the edge and get it turned.
Hounds can run it under 9 minutes here. And we must use clock on every snap.
9 minutes and counting. Fourth quarter. 28-7 Hounds.
4th and 11, the Hounds will punt. Cash Forrester going to punt. Xavier Foster going to be your deep snapper.
They're coming after it.
There's the snap. Punts it out of bounds.
Wow. A 10-yard punt. A 13-yard punt.
Does not help the field position for the Hounds, and that's what we said at the beginning of the game. You got to win all 3 phases to beat a good football team.
Well, you're kicking away from them because of the return speed, and you're depending on your defense here.
1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line.
Timeout, Rivercrest.
Timeout for Rivercrest.
I think they only had 10 guys on the field. They did have 10. Only 10 there. Greyhound football game, and the Greyhound boosters include Lou Allen and Company for accounting services, tax preparation and planning, management, consulting services, and payroll. 3 generations of Greyhounds located at 407 Walnut Street. Give them a call at 523-6764 if you're looking for somebody to do an excellent job on your taxes. John Minor Jr. Crop Insurance at www.johnminorcrop.com. Call John Jr. at 501-207-3323 or visit them on Facebook at John Minor Crop Insurance and Real Estate. Doyle Farms, Doyle Family Farms, saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family is extremely involved in our Greyhound program from Pee Wee to senior high hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farms.
First and 10 with the ball at the 48-yard line for the Colts. 8:39 remaining in the 4th quarter. There's motion toss. There's a reverse pass. He's got a man wide open down the field. He's going to catch it and score. Touchdown, Colts. And you don't like to see that if you're a Hound fan.
Well, they got behind us, and they got way behind us on a little trick play. And Rivercrest with a great opportunity here with 8:27 to play. And they're right back in this football game. You didn't want to give them a cheap one.
And you did.
And we did. Hounds are going to have to score.
Here's the snap, hold, and kick, and it is up, and it is good.
Good.
Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We are more than just a building center for paint, carpet, Carhartt clothing to go along with everything you need for building projects, from minor repairs to major renovations. Think Ace is the place. Highway 367 north of Newport, the Churchman family. Iberia Bank, located at 200 Olivia Drive here in Newport, offering all types of banking services. Billy Keaty and all the crew saying good luck to the Newport Greyhounds. Howard's Glass Company, Rick Bias, has carried on the great tradition of Howard Bias of quality glass, door and window needs. Fast, friendly, affordable service, and we'll get the job done for you quickly at Howard's Glass, 367 North Newport, 523-3771. Mark McGoy Farms, McGoy Family Farms, proud to be a part of the great Greyhound tradition. Mark and Beverly and Ryan McGoy saluting the Newport Greyhounds. Sophie's Jewels and some retro t-shirts, Jumpin' Joe, Runnin' Joe, Arkansas Razorback t-shirts, Charlie Southern Tees. Buy them online at sophiesjewels.com. They're located at 114 Ray Street. Phone number is 870-217-5797.
Now you got to guard the onside kick.
Well, it's a possibility with 8:27. The Hounds, if they do kick the onside kick, you've got to take the football and you have got to get some yardage. You've got to get some first downs, assuming we're get the ball here.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on now.
Waiting on the white hat.
Oh, they added 8 seconds back on the clock.
And here's the kick for the Colts. A hard line drive to Tariq. Tariq trying to get outside to the right. Tariq Richardson, great return for the Newport Greyhounds.
The Hounds have got to get some yardage here. They have got to make some positive plays and move some of this clock.
Tariq going to be brought down to the 40-yard line.
You know, I think the number 40 for the Rivercrest has gained a lot of respect from those Greyhounds because they're all, you know, they know he's giving it all. They're patting him on the helmet, patting him on the hiney.
We need to put him on his back right here.
Yes, sir. They did just then.
1st and 10 ball to the 40-yard line. Joe Brodus at the tailback. And there's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus still on his feet. Joe Brodus. Give him 2 on the play, make it 2nd and 8.
Well, it's so difficult when they put 5 up there in the box and they got their linebackers, it gives them 7. It's so hard to run up in there. But Joe got a lot of that on his own clock. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to play.
They are penetrating right now. This is a perfect opportunity for a screen.
It's man-to-man coverage, no high safety. And O'Shea Pruitt, great job right there. O'Shea just sticks his hands up and catches it.
Now 3rd down and 2 coming up, guys. You got to convert. You have to convert right here.
Yeah, 7:35 going.
Hounds will go long count.
3rd and 2. The ball at the 48-yard line.
7:25 to play in the game. Hounds leading 28-14.
Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry up. There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle.
Didn't get it.
It's going to be 4th and short.
4th and a yard. And I think the Hounds will run as much clock as they can right here. Run the 25-second clock down and then call timeout. We're going to go offsides play here.
Hurry up, line up. They're not even ready. Quarterback snake, and he's going to get the first down.
Huge, huge for the Hounds.
That's a big play right there. That'll secure 4 more downs for the Hounds and a lot more time.
Great confidence in the offensive line and right up behind Zane. Hounds can run another couple of minutes off the clock right here. Those guys have 2 timeouts left. 6:24 to play in this football game. Hounds can run it down to 6 minutes before they have to snap. Right at the 6-minute mark. Let's see if we run some clock. We're out of the huddle awfully early.
1st and 10 ball at the 48. The long count there. There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus still on his feet, and they finally bring him down.
This is where we just need to ride the backs of our offensive line. And we can sneak somebody down the center of the field, I promise you.
2nd down and 9.
Ball at the 47-yard line. snap, trying to get Joe Brodus outside. Good running, Joe Brodus.
Connor out there leading the way. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 28-14.
It's 3rd and 3 for the Hounds, ball at the 41.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game and the Subway Coaches Show immediately following the broadcast. We hope it's a big win for the Greyhounds. 3rd down and 3.
Gotta go dead play. Now we're back at the diamond package with O'Shea and Tariq and Joe Brodus. It's just going to be a handoff to Joe.
Joe Brodus on the carry.
Say the spot looks like it's going to be short.
4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
4th and 1. It looks like we're going to run some clock off. Possibly go for it again.
We'll be under the 4-minute mark here. We wouldn't fake a quarterback sneak and hit a tight end right down the middle for a touchdown, would we?
Joe Brodus up the middle. Looks like they slung him forward for a first down.
It's going to be close, but I think he's got it.
Yeah, this.
First down, Hounds.
3:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hounds up 28-14. Big one.
Run some clock, guys, and I know we will. Rivercrest still with the 2 timeouts, 28-14, 3:45. We get it down to about the 3:30 mark.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line for the Hounds.
I'd just soon we score one right here. How about you, Hayden?
Here comes the pressure. Joe Brodus spinning off tackles. And yes, David, I'd love to score another one.
Near the 36-yard line.
I just soon have the ball in my hand when it hits zeros.
I'm okay with that, too.
Thank you.
I'm okay with that, too, sir.
And when you get tackled from behind and they give you an extra 7 yards, I'll take that, too.
2nd and 4 for the Hounds, ball at the 32-yard line. Joe Brodus been the workhorse tonight for the Hounds.
Hounds have to snap it in 7 seconds.
There's the snap, just a handoff to Joe Brodus.
Be 3rd and a couple. 2:45 to go, fourth quarter.
Rivercrest will call a timeout.
That's a good timeout on their part.
Yeah, they had 2 left, 2:40 to go.
Because on defense, that is the only way you can stop the ball.
That is correct, and obviously,
stop the clock.
Obviously, hoping that they could stop Newport and then get the ball back, and then you have opportunities to stop the clock with the offense. We've talked about that a couple of times this year. 2:46 remaining in the game. It was all Greyhounds in the first half. It hadn't just been all Rivercrest. It has on the scoreboard, but they got not a cheap one. They earned it, but they got 15 yards behind us again on what looked like a reverse, and it was a reverse pass. Just a great play call by those guys. Our defense has played exceptionally well tonight, and our offense is doing what they have to do. We need another first down or 2 to put this thing away. But I like my chances up by 2 scores with 2:46 to play. But let me tell you what, a lot of athletes on that side over there and a lot of athletes on our side. It's been a gutty performance by our Hounds.
But you can tell they respect one another. You know, they're helping each other up, patting each other on the helmets. You know, good sportsmanship out on the field.
Third and 4 for the Hounds. Monquel Cox in at tailback. There's the snap, just Monquel. Monquel hit. Monquel pick up 1. Rivercrest will call their final timeout.
2:37 to go, fourth quarter. Hounds with the ball. Big 4th and 3 coming up.
Do you punt to try to pin them deep?
They've got to have 2 scores and
are going to go here.
We're just going to do something to get outside of that mess that's they're created up front. I would love to see that screen again. One time's just not enough for me in the game. Got to have more.
Well, the thing that if you don't get it, it stops the clock. If you throw an incompletion, obviously it stops the clock. I mean, either one is okay. You got to just hope we get a first down here. If you get a first down, I mean, we're pretty close to running this thing out. You don't want to give them a cheap one.
4th and 3, ball at the 31 for the Hounds. And Joe Brodus up the field.
Like a rocket out of that backfield.
First down for the Greyhounds.
Not a huge crowd here for the Hounds, but no doubt a crowd that's very appreciative of a Newport Greyhound football team that is on the cusp of getting on a hot streak down the stretch, trying to upset the rated Rivercrest Colts, the 7-0 Colts, who on paper, it looked like the Newport Greyhounds might not have a chance.
Hooten's had us as a 10-point underdog.
There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus still on his feet and finally going to be brought down.
And there's no more timeout, so this clock will just continue to run. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Give him 2, make it 2nd and 8. The ball at the 24-yard line.
Newport Auto Body Shop collisions of the week were all over the place.
O'Shea, Julius Clark. Alberto got a big one at the end over there on the sideline. There's a snap. That guy just blitzed, and we didn't pick it up. They brought 7. We only had 5. That's just kind of how that works.
Third down, and the Hounds have 3rd down and 10. But can run 50 seconds off the clock. We can get close to running it out, but we can't run it out. We'll keep it on the ground for sure.
Under a minute.
55, 53, 52, and I know I missed a 54 there, but
there's a handoff up the middle. Joe Brodus still on his feet.
Another first down. That'll do it.
Maybe close. But let's see. There's 30 seconds to go, and they just now started the clock. The Hounds are going to win this football game. 4th down and 1, and we can run it down to about 6 or 7 seconds.
And just a quarterback sneak.
Another first down for the Greyhounds and a victory for the Hounds tonight.
It will stop the clock after the first down.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game is Cash Forster, and I don't know just exactly what happened at the end right there, and I don't know how far we got before we had shut it down, but we did have a little problem with some of the fans wanting to come in the press box, and virtually all stemmed from a lady getting mad at us because the camera people from Rivercrest didn't have any food, and she kept yelling and screaming at us that we should get them some food, but it's not our responsibility to get them food. But anyway, we apologize to the good folks from Wilson Rivercrest, and anytime you lose, there's also people that get a little perturbed about the loss. But more importantly, let's move forward. Cash Forrester, what a football game by you.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about your night.
Well, when we were in the locker room, Coach was always talking about was hitting them harder than they were hitting us. And like what they're doing for the game is all they're doing is yelling and screaming, and that didn't mean nothing. All that was just false talk and trying to get them riled up. But if we came out and hit them hard, they'd lay down, and that's what we did.
Hey, no doubt where we came out and popped these guys right in the mouth, as they say, offensively, defensively, in the special team. And at the half, 28-0, we had played flawlessly. Talk about your throwing the football tonight. It looked easy for you because you were phenomenal.
I give it all to my line because they gave me a ton of time and I could just sit back there and relax. And before the game, I always talk about focusing and making good reads and stuff, and I felt like I was really focused in, and I feel like I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no doubt. I think you did a pretty good job, too, and congratulations to you. You're the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game. And you had guys catching the ball, but you were on target all night long, and you could see and you could feel the leadership that you bring. Talk about being a leader of that offense out there and being a leader for this football team.
It's just something that I just do. I don't really think about it. But when you got teammates that support you and always telling you that you're doing a good job and just keep it up, and if you do bad, they're always there for you, it makes it a little bit easier. It's not much of a load on as you would think it is.
What was the mindset coming in this week? Talk about, the practice schedule. We have a great week against Corning last week, but we're playing a football team that had defeated two teams that had already beaten us. So what was it like this week? How was practice like?
It was good. I felt like we were really focused and ready to play because we felt like nobody was giving us a chance to win the game, and we didn't let that bother us, and we just wanted to prove them wrong.
Well, that comes down to coaching, and more importantly, it comes down to kids being able to take the coaching and execute what the coaches have been telling you. I'm so proud of you guys, and then I spoke with your dad before the game, and I told it on the air. He's an old Wilson boy.
He is.
He's an old Wilson, Arkansas boy. Moved here when he was in the 10th grade, and played junior high football over there and at the Cotton Patch. But let me tell you what, that guy's a Greyhound all the way, no doubt about it. And I'll bet you he's pretty proud of number 16.
I think he is.
I'm proud of you too, my friend. Great football game for the Newport Greyhounds, and it's something to build on for the future. We got things going on, and I've said it 100 times this year, something special is going to happen for this Newport Greyhound football team.
Yes, sir.
Cash Forrester, player of the game, congratulations. Subway Coaches Show. Of course, Subway, all the great food and great service at the Walmart Super Center. It's always great when you get to get on here and talk about a victory. Coach Mark Hansley, a huge victory for the Hounds. But in realistic, you look at this game as we did early in the year, even before we got started, and you say, that's going to be a game. It's going to have some playoff implications, may have some conference championship implications. It was a dominating effort by our football team. Talk about the game.
Well, it's one of those games you circle on the schedule. It was like the Gosnell, the Piggott game, and this game. It's really the ones that you really circle to really put everything you have into it more than just from last year. I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're not overlooking about, but it's a game we won really bad. And I'm not gonna lie to you. When we sat down on Saturday, we all looked at each other and said we can get these guys. We really had that kind of confidence because we had that game plan. We used the same type of game plan we had going into Gosnell.
Right.
And I feel like our game plan for Gosnell was so complete and so sound defensively. I felt good. It's seldom that on Sunday you feel like, man, that's a great game plan. You feel before you even go install it, it's going to work. And that's kind of what we had going in defensively. And I'll give offense credit, man. We installed a few wrinkles this week. We did some things to get some guys the ball that we wanted to get the ball to. We did a great job of dead calling tonight, keeping them unbalanced. Our offensive line, let me tell you something. They don't get a lot of credit. Okay?
Never get their name called on the PA.
And people will say they're underachieving or this undersized. They're not. Let me tell you something. That group tonight, I wouldn't want any other offensive line in this state than what I had tonight. That group played their hearts out tonight, and no matter what point of the game it was, they said, "Coach, we got you. We got you."
Right.
And they were just gonna fight and gonna compete the whole game. And man, I was so proud of that group. And I wanted to bring two of those big guys up there tonight, but Cash was worthy of it because of the game he played. But let me tell you something, man. I cannot talk enough about that offensive line tonight. I was impressed with them, really impressed.
Well, offensively, we did have some wrinkles. We had some deception in the offense. We became and anybody looks and say, well, you're predictable or you're not predictable or whatever. But some of the deception that we threw in there that set up some things, I thought John did an excellent job. Even from the screen pass early in the game on a third down and long, convert some third downs, converted some fourth downs.
Hey, that was a play that we got drawn up and we do it off our rollout game, and it really does. It draws people over, you know, and it probably worked really well against us because people just want to sling to that rollout side. And when you can just slip out a guy like Monquel Cox out there, when we saw it ran the first time in practice, we were like, ooh, that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. And we got a chance to run it right there early, and man, it hit. And you know, probably one more missed tackle, I can't remember, but it would have been gone. So you know, that was a great wrinkle to have for him.
Well, obviously the preparation is always excellent for our football team, and then you have to get here, and then you have to expect 15, 16, 17-year-old kids to execute what you prepared to do. And I would say overall that our kids, they followed the game plan pretty well this week.
They did. You know, I'll tell you what, man, the kids really bought into what we were doing this week. And I'll tell you, the best thing that I saw tonight out of everything, no matter the execution, the preparation throughout the week, was how we've been coming together here of late. We really have. And the team that tonight was just where they were all in. As soon as they got here today, to pregame, to right before the end of the game, we were still all in, and everybody was going forward for one result, and that was a win for the Greyhounds. And great night all around.
Well, a big win for the Greyhounds, no doubt. That puts us, it puts us another game closer to where we want to be as far as the standings go, and it gets us, above the even mark in the conference. It makes us 3-2, and beat a team that's the league leader, I should say. And then, just shows what kind of football team that these kids can be. And it's all about winning. It's all about playoffs. And, you get in the playoffs and anything can happen. You got to be playing well. And we played well the last 2 weeks and looking forward to the last couple of games. Osceola here coming up, and then on the road to Manila. 2 football games that will be good ones, and you got to prepare.
And let me tell you, this is the team that's going to stay humble. I'm going to try to make sure that we stay humble and we stay hungry because we could finish very strong in this conference. And I don't just talk about playoffs. I always talk about the run we're going to make in playoffs because I want that to be in their mind that we're just not going to go to playoffs, boys. We're going to try to push it and make a run for it. And so you're right. Anything can happen when you get in that playoff run. How things are going to match up and who you're going to play and stuff. So, it's just an exciting time right now to be a Hound, and I'm just lucky to be part of it, man.
Coach Mark Hinesley, as always, we appreciate you taking time to come join us here on Cable 15 TV, and congratulations on a big victory for the Hounds, and then looking forward to the next couple of weeks, and then after that, see what happens for the Hounds.
Yes, sir.
Go Hounds.